Hello friends, I'll show you today interface between the Capacitive Touch Switch TTP223 model and ESP32 controller. So you can see that there is the external power supply, and this one is the Capacitive Touch Switch. This is ESP32 controller, and this is the LED as output I have used. In the practical usage of this circuit, we can use the output for the relay to drive that any appliances, light, fan, or anything that we want to use for. So let me show you that the wiring diagram, connection diagram for ESP32 with a capacitive touch switch. Friends, let me give you a brief about that so that you can use the correct IOs with your device. This is a 38-pin ESP32 board I have. In market, 30 pins board is also available. So whenever you connect with your board, please make sure you have that right IOs wired with the switch as well as external device, whether it's relay or LED. So here this is ESP32 board with 38 pins. As output, I have used LED, which is wired with GPIO 21. I have used the external power supply, and it's been wired with that voltage input and the ground, and external power supply, 5-volt DC power supply, it is wired with the capacitive touch switch TTP223, and a signal from that capacitive touch switch is wired with GPIO 12. Here you have to make sure you should not use external power and USB power together. So please make sure if you are using USB port to power the ESP32 board, then you have to use 3.3 volt output from the board as a supply to capacitive touch switch, and you have to use the ground, any ground you can use with the capacitive touch switch, and the signal will remain GPIO 12. Okay, let's now go to the code. It's a very simple and easy to understand code. I have declared here the switch as a GPIO 12 that I just show in that wiring diagram, and that is the input, and relay I have declared as the GPIO 21, that is output. So setting up that baud rate communication, then the pin mode, switch as an input, relay as an output, and in the main loop I have declared one integer value 1, which will read the input from the switch, and we are just comparing it. If the value from that switch input is more than 0, it will set output high, else it will remain low. It's pretty simple. So this is the program. Now let me show you that implementation, and I'll show you that working of touch switch and the output. Hello friends, now let's check that practical. I'm just touching that touch switch and it should power on that LED. Here is it. It's pretty simple. Thank you for watching this video.